And the thing you can bank on there is that, sure, the Poppy may not necessarily win the lane, but it will always be relevant. And so that's why it's just such an annoying pick to have in the hands of any top laner, be them on the top end of the spectrum or the bottom. But that usually means that Duke could get the better of the matchup regardless of what he picks. And SKT, we've seen them actually go around certain matchups before. We've seen them play Syndra into Vladimir with these matchups that you can't necessarily crush.
I wouldn't be surprised if they go back to something like the Jace, or you could just outright win the lane. Again, it depends on what the strategies are going to be for SKT. The Jace can actually group up, poke people out. We've seen this consistently today from SKT. Or if he's hovering and locking in this Trundle, it's just to bully him out.
Well, there is the Trundle, and Bang is going to get Ezreal one more time. I feel like I'm not going to get to say that many more times in the World Championship because he is phenomenal on the pick. SKT, though, saving mid lane counter picks, so saying, you know what, Maple, if you want to play Aurelion Sol, we do have something prepared for you, so we'll see if they do want to take it. It dropped through our last game, actually, with Cloud9 and Aimee. We'll see how Flash Wolves finish off this draft. With a pretty strong start to it already.
Yeah, waiting for their mid support. Aurelion Sol, you'd say, is likely to be locked in. Very important champion. Enables a lot of Flash Wolves' early play, being able to rotate around the map. It doesn't really matter what Faker plays. The Syndra's not there, so you can't stun him from long range, and he'll always be able to out-wave clear you, and that's the real problem.
I'm going to see this man coming back, though. 10 seconds for Flash Wolves to decide what they actually want to do with their draft. You can see Maple is kind of picking between maybe a couple different champions. It does seem like Sorta has settled on the most obvious support in the situation, which will be Braum to help block the Nami, although landing phase obviously will be in favor of SK Telecom. Victor is there as well for Maple. He says, Faker, I saw your Victor earlier. I am going to...
Nice being banned out as well as the Syndra.
I mean, last time Bengi was in and there was a Cassiopeia, things got very, very bad for their opponent. Well, let's see what SKT do have prepared here.
Well, they do lack hard engage, so Lissandra would be the champion to pick up if they wanted to actually solve that problem. Everything else is kind of soft engage.
Yeah, something...
Conversion of SK Telecom fans.
Yep. If you want Cloud of the map, this time they're here right in time.
Nice ward there. Faker going to pop over the wall, and he's got ultimate at the ready. Sword Art slowed already by the T-Bone, and Faker's going to look to lock him up. Gets exhausted, but he's going to get the snare down. Bang comes in, and that's first blood for the Ezreal. Wave committed. Caster trying to chase something back, but Wolf going to block the first one. Goes back in for it. Kicks one in, but it's not quite enough. Maple trying to take them out with the ultimate, but Bengi's going to re-engage for it. Faker now deep in the mix, gets a double snare off. Doesn't have the ultimate committed already, and now Faker slammed into the wall, gets taken down by NL.
Definitely here. He's running the long way, but he wants Duke, and now Faker's out of here.
He already tanked the turret, he got ulted up as well. Maple just going to move in, that's a free...
Moment.
Something's happening by the looks of it.
It's a double TP from behind from SKT. They're going to try to make one of the first big plays of the game.
All right, looks like they're going to force it. Flash Wolves do in defensively. Faker looking to go in. Doesn't quite move in. Goes in. Three-man stun. And the Bubble's going to nab two there as well. Faker takes out Sword Art as NL's been exhausted. Still flashes out and kites his way back. Faker still moving out. Does not go down. And Bengi now going to surge forward. SKT, a beautifully orchestrated play. Find themselves with 2 kills.
Yeah.
Jerk move from Duke, taking a red buff. Now gonna smack MMD with it. He's actually transferred bottom lane. Faker goes in with a proto belt top side. Army Wave's gonna find out now, and Bangi's just straight into the back line. He's ripping them apart, and Faker moves forward. Banging will clean up as Maple's trying to get him back with a double for Bang as Faker gets himself stunned and finally goes down. But they will keep chasing. Duke's TP in as well. And Bangi's just not stopping at all. Duke flashes forward for the auto to get it. MMD, he's a little too late as Casa gets shredded down by the Trundle. He's gonna go down, and MMD, they're just diving it all. They're gonna look for the Poppy. Heroic charges out from under the turret, gonna try and stay here. And SKT say, okay, that's a little too much, but yeah, we got 4 kills.
Bengi's an absolute monster. He just rips through that entire fight. 0-0-7 for himself afterwards because he's doing work right now. 100% KP.
Yeah, I'm glad we just said it. Bengi's not going to die to NL, and NL without item spikes is basically irrelevant. Olaf just walks at him, and Caitlyn...
Oh, Faker on NL.
They're actually splitting up a bit. NL right, and the QSS to try and save himself, but Faker doing a lot of damage. Gonna come in for the kill. Very stylish Q, but I think he's dead.
Trying to buy time.
Gee, he's caught.
And it's another win there for SKT.
Wow, big dive there. Duke just blows one up. And now SKT are gonna surge forward.
There's out of him.
You can see the Cloud9 team waiting to see the result of this game. They're gonna be happy about the Baron take. And Sword Art's going to go down there as well. Jensen's going to give the crowd away, but SKT are going to take it all almost here. MMD, slowed up by Anak, is going to kick one out with the keeper's verdict, but that's a melted AD carry. 3 dead already. And back to Baron.
Yep, straight back to what worked for them and baited the fight in the first place. NL's life is honestly miserable right now because Faker is dismantling him piece by piece, and SKT doing the exact same thing to Flash Wolves. They need a miracle from Casa.
Here comes Casa. MMD's there as well. He's going to hop around an SKT. They're saying, nope, don't give them the chance. Make sure he's zoned away. Faker's going to move up to check. They are back on the Baron. Bengi and Duke are very tanky. But Faker's going to try and lock him down. He doesn't commit to the claw. And Casa can still steal this.
Yeah, watch SKT and see if they commit.
Claw Maple, big damage as well. Casa's in. Is he going to try and steal it down? Faker's taking out Maple. Now Casa's caught out.
He got it.
Oh my God, he stole the Baron. MMD's going to fall down. He'll lose his GA. But Bengi's going to fall on the other side as well. And Flash Wolves hold on as MMD in the pit's going to fight his way out to his death.
To tarnish a perfect...
Going to single out NL almost every time. Even with the QSS, it's still the damage.
Ooh,
Oh,
cats
God.
actually do blow him up. Misstep again, but Duke's in the back onto Maple. That's frustrating. MMD going to try and keep him out, but the rest of SKT are going to surge forward. Duke almost unkillable as he runs straight through the backline. MMD does go down. Bank somehow hits that last skill shot. Faker does go down, but it's still 4v.
VP bonus. It's also going to be the mana regeneration. That he
Oh, they
doesn't
got
have.
Maple. That's huge.
To give Trundle the extras to push in past the Poppy. And it's basically theirs.
Locked up. Faker actually gets kicked back in, but a great way from Nami keeps him out. And SK Telecoms secure the Baron. Bang rips Sword Art to pieces as Bengi's going to surge forward. Pops around to it. Ulti from Ezreal is almost enough. And here comes a TP. Sword Art going to get cut off here. Faker goes in. Pops his on. He's on top of the gravity field. And SK Telecom might finally topple the Flash Wolves. Casa.
Oh, he goes on NL.
Locked up next as Faker destroys NL on the side of Maple. He doesn't know what to do.
Maple
He kills
got him.
Faker, but Bang blows him up as well.
Bang's an absolute monster. This should be game for SKT.
And that'll be SKT taking down the Flash Wolves, first time ever, and locking a spot for North America. They can take this.
They slay the Korean Slayers, perhaps. They've still got a bit of work to do. Bengi tanking on the front line. Sword Art's getting chopped up. Bang goes legendary as MMD barely flashes out of that Mystic Shot. Duke is going to flash forward. He wants the ace, but he will not get it. But SK Telecom will secure first, will show themselves moving into Chicago, and push Cloud9 through to the quarterfinals.
Incredible performance from Bang and all of SKT. Super refined